I would like to start with the game that we are going to see. We are going to be live at, and you guys can join us at the Jaguars-Dolphins game. I'd like to start there because it's the one I'm most excited about. Dolphins open to -2.5 now, -3, -3.5 money coming in on the home squad fish that have been starting Rosen in each of these games. Total open at 36.5. It's still there at Pinnacle and BetOnline, but everywhere else has moved it to 37. Miami opened with the 34-17 win at home to the Falcons. Followed that with the 60. Did I say Falcons?
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, what's happening? The Falcons, and then 16-14 loss at Tampa. Rosen, as I said, started both games and looked very average. Very average. The Jaguars have looked awful, losing their first two games by a combined score of 53-10. The Gardner Minshew show sucks. That's not an enjoyable show. The Gardner Minshew show. Donnie RightSide, we are going to be live at this game. I will be betting it, and I want to make money at this game. Can you help lead me in that direction? Donnie RightSide, Jaguars at Dolphins.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about this game? Because you take a look at the previous two Jacksonville Jaguar games, just horrific on offense. Now, the one thing we're going to get a little bit of a bonus in this one is Leonard Fournette's going to come back in this game. You saw the head coach say, you know what, we're going to get some full-time actual starters in this game. Nick Foles is going to finally make an appearance. But how long is that going to be for? Like, if you hold him out the first two games and you say they're finally going to get their appearance, is Fournette going to get 5 carries? No, he's probably going to shadow, get a carry up the middle, pick up some pass pro, and get out of the football game. It's one of those where, again, you're talking about a team that's trying to set up for the season with the Miami Dolphins. I like the quarterback battle. I think you're getting better quarterback play. And if you're just going to bet this football game and you want the Jaguars, maybe it's a first-half look because you are going to get Nick Foles. But I don't want the Jacksonville Jaguars full game. I didn't like what I saw for the first two games. But, again, preface this by saying dress rehearsal week. They're going to get their starters back in the lineup. But I got to tell you, I agree with the line move with the Miami Dolphins, and I'm probably leaning that direction right now.
Yeah.
Still, even at 3.5, you still think
that's a tough one to go over. But again, I'm just looking at it from a full game perspective where once Nick Foles and those starters leave the game, Jacksonville is horrific on offense. That's not going to be the case with the Dolphins.
Well, Clint Richardson very succinctly says, I don't want the Jags either. Hello. Thank you for joining us, Clint. I hear that. And Luca DiStefano says, first audible I've ever watched. Let's go Falcons. And then he laughs at me. Okay, let's.
So he's lying. He's watched many of these if he knows Falcons.
Yeah, he knows Falcons. Anthony Mastinardi says, listen, I'm a diehard Dolphins fan. And I tell you something right now, take Miami full game. They have heart, and they're playing to win. Whale Capper, first game here in Miami. We're going to be there live, and I want to make money off of it. Jaguars at Dolphins.
Yes, I'm in agreement with Donnie that the line move is reflecting the correct direction. The Dolphins are absolutely a team that is trying to build momentum here through the preseason, and Doug Marrone has all but come out and said that they're mailing it in here. So I'm not expecting the Jags to really show us much in terms of what they're going to bring to the table as far as their offensive approach for the regular season. That said, I do think this total is too low. This looks like a nice over spot here. I think these two teams are pretty sloppy with the football. I think we're going to see some turnovers. There might be some weather. It might be a little wet. This is a good opportunity for some short fields and some short field scoring. I think both the Dolphins last game against the Bucks, which was influenced so heavily by rain in the first half of that one, as well as the Jags game against the Eagles going under, were both pretty lucky hits for those unders, and I think this is a deflated total because of that. So give me some over here.
Give me some over. I think that's a nice spot. 36.5. Now it's at 37. Donnie, what do you think of the total?
Yeah, look, game threes, usually with that dress rehearsal, you're going to see a little bit more. And I'm telling you, I think you're going to get some pretty good play out of the offense from the Miami Dolphins because they're not settled yet who the quarterback's going to be. They're going to want to show it up, maybe open the playbook a little bit more. But it's a little bit leery on that Jacksonville because you get back to the games that they played. They were horrible versus the Eagles. They were embarrassing on offense versus the Ravens. It's a tough one on that end. I just think the Dolphins have the better talent overall for the football game. I think they'll show a little bit more, rookie head football coach. I just like it more from the side than an actual total perspective here, Jimmy.
Yeah, I think they're great breakdowns, and I want to have action. So at this point, there's no first halves available. There's a full game and an over, and I'm going to be line shopping for deciding how to hammer it while we're on the show, and I'll let you guys know. Tomino says there's no way I'm betting an over with Minshew likely playing a whole half. I get that. He also says Minshew's look like trash, and Marrone doesn't seem like he cares.
He can't look worse.
He can't look worse. He looks so bad. And then Joe Yurkovich says, I can't trust Whale Capper without his sunglasses. So There we go. Now you trust him. Now you trust him. Now you trust him. Comic Ricky said, "How cool is Whale Capper? No notes, no laptop." Man, this guy.
He's disrespecting us. I looked over to the first thing yesterday. I said, "He doesn't have anything." My goodness.
I actually brought my computer down because I have to do a work call right after we're done with this. But
Neil Frank says, "Whale Capper in the flesh without green screen views." He doesn't even believe you live. He thinks you're in like North Dakota.
Yeah. Wow, boy.
He thinks you're just over the border from Winnipeg.
All right, well, we'll have to step up our game this year during the regular season. I'm going to go to some pretty wild places. So you'll be entertained.
Okay. All right, I like it. So I'm going to take the over, and I'm thinking about doubling up on Miami. But Tom Marino brings up a very good point. Should the over only be first half because of how bad Minshew is?
Ooh, man. See, Minshew has got to prove to the coaching staff that they don't have to go out and make a move for a different backup quarterback. Is the way I see this. He's got to try to do something. He can't just do the check down routine and 3 downs and out and punt like we've seen from him through 2 games so far. That means he's got to take some chances, and either that manifests as points for the Jaguars or points for the Dolphins. So that's kind of how I see this in terms of how it plays lending to an over.
Okay. Yeah, I think that Tom Marino has changed my mind, even though Minshew is going to need to step up. So I'm going to continue thinking about that. I guess we Viper MB saying raise up the mic volumes, and my guy Marcellus Wallace, very kind. Speak into the mics, please. What a very kind way of saying that. Spencer Hicks says y'all better be wearing sunscreen. That stadium's going to be bright and sunny,
especially at 8:00. Yeah.
Well, the stars will be out.
Okay. Neil Frank says feels risky betting these preseason matchups full game, especially how different the 2 halves were last night and without the starters.
Yep, good point.
Yeah, I think that if you are going to put money on a preseason spot, you need to trust the angle.
Yeah, how about it? Because does it have a little bit of a feel like last night? Remember we were talking about maybe you look at the starters, Flacco will be out there, but you get the better quarterback play in the second half from the 49ers as opposed to a full game. I think you get a little bit of that because Jacksonville's going to be live in this game. You don't just want to go out and get rolled with your starters getting in there. But full game, I just see them pulling them out and just doing what they've been doing the rest of the way. It has that kind of little bit of a feel for me last night with that 49ers first half and second half.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like the spot would be for the Dolphins full game, and the total, I could have more confidence on the first half at this point, and I think I will lock those in.